Hello everyone, this video is rated T for teen, and welcome to my new YouTube video for today. And today, I hope your Christmas was good, got good presents, spent time with the family and friends. So let's get to it. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite franchises when I was a kid. And to be fair, a warning, the games are not my childhood, but the movies are. And that's right, I'm going to talk about Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2. About my thoughts on the upcoming game, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Again, I didn't grow up with the games, just the movies. So first, the movies. I grew up with all the films of Resident Evil, except for the final chapter one. My dad is a big fan of zombie movies, and I wonder why we didn't go see that one. Uh, you know how they put like the movies on TV, like in a while after the movies come out of the theaters or like DVD. Everybody knows this, and I will always be watching like the Resident Evil movies. Heck, I have Resident Evil Apocalypse, I think, for the PSP, and like Nemesis comes out there, and I really liked it. And I know that many people who are older than me who grew up with the original movies like I did, but they were like teenagers or grew up with the films, are gonna probably say that the movies are horrible and they freaking suck. And that the games are better and the movies are not. Anyway, like I said, guys, I didn't grow up with the games. I know a bit of some characters. Like, I know Leon Kennedy, Nemesis, that girl from Resident Evil 3, what's her name? And, like, overall, I enjoy Resident Evil as a whole. Like, I like zombie games. I like the movies, my opinion. And the games are fun. Like, I know they're like PlayStation, and I didn't really. Like, these are the games I grew up with: Mega Man, Mario, and Sonic. For like mature games, not so much. Just Mortal Kombat, but not Resident Evil. So, as for the movies go, uh, for some of you, they might be horrible, but I really like them. They're like action packed and like the zombies. And the last one I saw was, which one was it? I don't know, but it was like a like a long ass time ago. The only scene I remember was when the protagonist, like the woman, goes to like a factory, and then she sees her friend like in an incubator, like filled with like a liquid. I'm guessing like is zombies like researching something or like a scientist. And then she goes to like the where her friend is being held, and her friend is naked. Why? And I'm guessing they're like doing tests on her, and then the protagonist kills like the person who had her friend captive. I think like her friend dies in her arms. If you know that movie, let me know that on the comment section. But why do you even bother? You guys don't even comment. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not upset. Anyway, for the next part, Resident Evil 2. And to be funny, uh, the game came out like a couple of months ago, and my cousin for Christmas he got it for me. I know it's backwards, but it's Resident Evil 2. But yeah, you see Kennedy and like his friend, and I kind of knew that he was gonna get it to me because he also got me near Automata, but that's a video for another day. And like I told him because he said, "Oh, I got you two games." So I'm like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if it was near Automata?" And he gave me like a big grin, like that. And then like I was like, "Oh," like I was just chilling in my house the other day, and then I was like, "Oh, it would be kind of funny if he also got me Resident Evil 2." And voila, he got it. I got excited. I'm gonna play it today. And like he told me that Mr. X is scary as fudge. That like when he's there, if you hear like really loud footsteps, and he won't leave you alone for like a while. And I told him, the games are not my childhood, But all I know is that people are saying since the reveal of Resident Evil 3, they said if freaking noobs who barely got into the game thought that Mr. X was like creepy as fudge, wait until they see Nemesis. That dude's worse. So let me know, guys, if Nemesis or Mr. X are like on par, or this is my thing. What I know about Nemesis is that he used to be human and he got killed or something, and then the Umbrella company came and like the Foundation or something, like they like took him and they like messed with his body and they like mutated him. So I consider Mr. X and Nemesis not actual zombies, but zombie mutants, because they're like hella strong and like creepy as fudge. And people said again, like, oh, freaking like noobs think that freaking Mr. X is creepy. Just wait until they see freaking Nemesis. And my personally, I'm gonna save money for Resident Evil 3, because if the movies were my childhood, which again I said that they're good for me, then might as well play the games. I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. Well, I did, but again, Mega Man, Sonic, well, just Mega Man games. And as for the PlayStation Resident Evil games, I've seen some playthroughs, and they kind of remind me, like, it's so funny though, cause like instead of being like an adventure, it's kind of like the Final Fantasy games. You go to like a room, you look for something, like a puzzle game, like a survival game, where you go room through room. So like you have like a big room, and you just like controlling your character, getting some stuff, and then like outside you're like in a big ass hallway, and then you're just like walking up or down, like. And like the remake, you all guys know that you can walk room through room, and it's not like the original games. Because again, people are gonna say, "Bro, you're a noob." Everybody knows that Resident Evil 2 is a freaking remake of the original PlayStation game, and I know that, but it's kind of like funny, right? Like they made a good classic game, great. They made it great, and they made it scarier, but they didn't really change that much. Only like the graphics and some tweaks, but you know, like it differences right here. Completely reimagined award-winning horror classics. So I'm guessing Resident Evil 2 won an award. It's also here 1998 and 2019. So like how many years is that? Anyway, uh I'm a really big fan of Resident Evil. Again, I grew up with the movies, and I've said that like 4 times already. But not much about the games. But I'm happy that my cousin got me Resident Evil 2, and I'm gonna play it after this video, maybe. And I'm gonna save money for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Like, wouldn't it be funny if Capcom just makes like all the Resident Evil games from back in the day and just remasters them? I mean, people say that after Resident Evil Victoria or something, that's when the games got like very low on quality. But I'm like, Capcom right now is like going up there with Nintendo and Sega and like those other big video game companies. Because like ever since Mega Man 11 got released, people were like, "Oh my God, Capcom is finally like stepping up the game, being with the top dogs." And with the award-winning Devil May Cry 5, just they keep getting stronger. And then with the masterpiece of Resident Evil 2 remake, like fans are just like they're grateful that Capcom is finally back on top how it was back in the day, and now they're excited. I'm excited for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I really hope I get the game one day. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video about let's talk about Resident Evil overall, movies, which I grew up with, not so much about the games, and my thoughts about Resident Evil 2 remake. Did I give my thoughts? I don't know, but if I didn't, good game, good graphics, voice acting, the cutscenes, bro. This is like a freaking movie turned into a game. All right, and I can wait for Resident Evil 3. Until next time, guys. Peace.